Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shah, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shah, Call Halal Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shah, Bashem Raha Kadash. Double honors to our elders and apostles, the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect scattered across the four winds, and double honors to the men that taught our elders. So here in the last days, we could have the 100% truth of the holy scriptures. You know, and this is another lesson. This is your brother Yakar Aben from Great Millstone, Houston, and we're just gonna go over a few scriptures on the chariots of Israel. Because you know we have been lied to by Esau, Edom, and the other nations. About what nowadays they call UAPs or UFOs. These are the chariots of Israel. And it's the holy scriptures are riddled with sightings and signs of these chariots. It's just they're described in different ways. But we've been taught, contrary to what the scriptures actually say. For instance, as a child, everybody knows the nativity story of where Yahweh Shah was born in Bethlehem, and the three wise men, or well, it doesn't even say three wise men. Well, the wise men followed the star to where he was born. But if you're standing on Earth, you know that's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. You can't look up into the sky and determine what is underneath a literal star. But when you go into the scriptures, let's get that here in Matthew. And this is Matthew chapter 2 and verse 9. And it says, it's okay. There it is. 2 and 7. It says, then Herod, when he had privily called the wise men, inquired of them diligently what time the star appeared. Okay, so a star appeared. Okay, so I mean, when you're looking at the sky, stars just don't appear. It's either there or it's not there. They don't just appear. And then it says, and he sent them to Bethlehem and said, go and search diligently for the young child. And when ye have found him, bring me word again that I may come and worship him also. And then it says, when they had heard the king, they departed, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them till it came and stood over where the young child was. Okay, so this star could not have been an actual star, because stars, you can't tell what's under the star. I mean, the star is outside of, it. There's no way for you to stand underneath a star and say, well, I'm directly underneath the star. So this had to be something else. It had to be something else other than a literal star. So this was a chariot of Israel. It says, because, and lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them. So it traveled before them and came till it came and stood over where the young child was. So, hey, I mean, hey, so this was a chariot of Israel. This was not a literal star. This is what, in today's terms, we would call a UFO or a UAP, which are the chariots of Israel. I mean, when, well, let's go back to Exodus. Let's go back to Exodus when, or no, I just typed in cloud by fire, cloud by day, fire by night, and I got 9 results. This is at Exodus chapter 13 and verse 21, and it says, and the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah The Lord's name is Yahweh, and his only begotten son's name is Yahweh. Yahweh means he is, or the existing one, and Yahweh means he is the deliverer. So the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, went before them by day in a pillar of a cloud to lead them the way, and by night in a pillar of fire to give them light to go by day and night. So, okay, what is this describing? Okay, in that period of time, there was no such thing as a flashlight. There was no such thing as a UFO or an unidentified flying object. So they had to use terminology of that time. So what do you call something that floats in the air, you know, as a way to go during the day, and then at night a beam of light? What do you call it? You describe that as a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. I mean, it's simple. And this is Exodus 13:22. It says, he took not away the pillar of the cloud by day, nor the pillar of fire by night from before the people. For the cloud of, this is Exodus 40:38. For the cloud of the Lord was upon the tabernacle by day, and the fire was on it by night, in the sight of all the house of Israel throughout all their journeys. Okay, so this was a chariot of Israel, or a UFO slash APO. I think that's the new acronym for it. But this is all through the scriptures. Okay, this is all through the scriptures, and people seem not to understand what it's speaking about. I mean, but we have to put ourselves in a situation or in the time frame of, you know, what was going on at that time. Here goes Acts. This is Acts chapter 1 and verse 9. And it says, and when he had spoken these things while they beheld, he was taken up, and a cloud received him out of their sight. And while they looked steadfast towards the heavens as he went up, behold, two men stood by them in white apparel, which also said, ye men of Galilee, why stand ye gazing into heaven? This same Yahushua, which is taken up from you into heaven, shall so come in like manner as you have seen him go into heaven. So Yahushua, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus, was taken up by a UFO, or a chariot of Israel. It wasn't a fluffy cloud. It was a chariot of Israel. You know, that same or a similar cloud to the one that was that led the children of Israel through the wilderness for 40 years. I mean, these things are spoken about all through the scriptures. Like the same with Elijah. This is 2 Kings chapter 2 and verse 1, and it says, and it came to pass when the Lord, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, would take up Elijah into heaven by a whirlwind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. So the chariots are described as different things all throughout the scriptures. But a star, a cloud, a whirlwind, you know, these things are all describing, you know, the chariots of Israel. And it says, this is 2 Kings chapter 2 and verse 11. And it says, and it came to pass as they still went on and talked, behold, there appeared a chariot of fire and horses of fire, and parted them asunder, and Elijah went up by a whirlwind into heaven. So, I mean, these are chariots of Israel. You know, in these movies, they always depict aliens or these other beings, you know, coming down and wreaking havoc and people on the earth fighting against aliens. Okay, well, this is not the case. The case is, this is the Lord. These are the Lord's chariots. These are the angels. These are the angels that are out here, you know, flying in these UFOs. So, first of all, man can't fight against his creator and win. You know, it's prophesied that you know, that it's going to happen, that man is going to try and fight against you know, with his space force, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to. Israel is going to be delivered by a space force. The Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah's space force. The the Israelites are going to be delivered, those are the elect, by the chariots of Israel, which are the Lord's space force, lack of a better term. So, well, I'm gonna get this. Okay, I'm gonna get this this verse. This is Second Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which have been so long without fruit, shall be declared." So, you know, as it stands right now, the prophets of the Lord, you know, are saying that these UFOs or these unidentified flying objects are chariots of the Lord. They're the chariots of Israel, and they're all through our history. The other nations know about this, but Esau Edom, the elect of Esau Edom, knows exactly who they are, you know, and the other people know exactly who they are. But right now we're declaring the truth, you know. Faith is flourishing and we're declaring the truth, you know. So with that being said, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Ruach HaKadosh. Double honors to our elders and apostles, the great millstone. Peace and salutation to the hopeful elect. Hopefully this lesson was edifying. It's your brother, Shalom.